cares about me a lot. But whenever they're like, hey, you need to do this because they don't believe what's happening is happening, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, dude, yeah, you're right. I need to just forget about all this, and I need to just, live a happy life and not, because I'm just fighting nothing and stuff like. I mean, I don't ever believe that, but like, I'll be like, I do need to live a more normal life. Whenever I kind of acquiesce to non-target individuals, I end up getting screwed hard. I mean, hard. Like, and it's not like the non-target individuals are trying to screw me over. They're not trying to. They're trying to help me. But what their perspective on this is and what's really going on does not mesh at all. Or meshes a little bit, but not good enough to help us both. So I get really, if I ever, kind of acquiesce to that point of view, like you just need to get over this, and you do this or that, and I don't go with my instincts of like, this is what I need to do for this, because it's a hardcore thing. It's a hardcore thing where my body is being microwaved, where other people are being murdered, where our system is like completely. I mean, in a lot of places, it's very corrupt. Like if I just like, oh well, I'll just go about my life. Um, I end up getting really really in bad positions. And then my main organizers really use that. And if any of my family members or friends are watching this is not a slight against y'all. Like I appreciate any kind of help. But that's why this is hard, because people are on different pages about it. People can't believe how advanced this technology is. So when somebody's giving you advice without all the knowledge or all the information, even if they're trying to help, you've still got to go with what with what is going to get you through it, with what is going to keep them safe. And that's a hard thing for me. I deal with that a lot because I want to live part of a normal life. I really do. That's my fantasy. That's my greatest fantasy, is living a boring, normal life with a family. And my grandpa Sladen was a farmer. And my dad always said, he was joking, he's like a businessman. And he'd say, when I grow up, and this is when he's like 45 or something, he'd be like, when I grow up, I want to be a farmer, and I was always like, Dad, you're a businessman, Joe. And that was when I was little. But it's like kind of right now, I'd love to just have a boring life with a family on a farm, and a boring life, like a boring normal life, cooking dinner with my wife and just having kids. And okay, sorry about that, guys. But we are where we are, and certain people who are going through this, they do have families, and so they can't focus. They can't focus their whole days on this, and they have a hard time. I mean, it's like they have to take care of their families while they're dealing with this. So it's like their course of action in this, might be different. And so the people who can fight and can go do activism, we have to do that for them. I really think about that a lot, because some people have family is a huge responsibility, and I mean, I have a responsibility to my family, but I don't have like a wife or children that I constantly have to care for. I have a family that we help each other, we get together, but I can sometimes be on my own and deal with this stuff and put out videos. And I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. If I ever do start rambling, about how I feel about this or how I think about it, I always take comfort in knowing that other TIs, they have the same feelings as me. That really comforts me, and that's why these videos are helpful, to increase awareness. And awareness will lay groundwork, and flyers will lay groundwork, and walks across the country will lay groundwork, and mailers will lay groundwork, and getting lawyers to look into habeas corpus will lay groundwork, and defending with grounding, and magnets will lay groundwork, and putting out that information will lay groundwork. Showing the burns on your body will lay groundwork. This will all lay groundwork, and it will build. Because you think about how these guys have dealt with us, our attackers, our torturers. They lay groundwork. They work on you. They have infinite amount of time. They got nothing else to do. They're making money off of it, which isn't our situation, but they lay groundwork. They keep laying groundwork. They keep encroaching on you. They keep encroaching on you. They keep encroaching on you. They keep working at you. They keep chipping away at you. So I've seen that. Like I do want to use my enemy's tactics. And please comment on that. Please comment on that and tell me if that's smart. Not in an evil way. I don't want to bunch up a bunch of people and and go out and attack them or something like that. Two Coca-Cola cars. Does Coca-Cola do patrolling? I saw one coming this way and then one coming from that way. Can y'all see it? Probably not. I can't get a good angle like when I'm doing the camera like this. I'm so unprofessional with this, and I'm a film major. Y'all just gotta bear with me. Like, I'm so tired that I'm trying to just kind of crawl through this sometimes. But you know what? A very hopeful thing, and I never hear any targeted individuals talk about this, and I always get so upset because, like, I've researched Nick Begich and kind of what the Navy does. And so I'm like, my theory is that, what they use the most is over-the-horizon radar. That's the cheapest. And they do use satellites and other things, and in certain situations it could, be something totally different. But it didn't surprise me because, Todd has a lot of information, but he mentioned that delivery device, and I never hear that from other target individuals. So I was like, boom. I was like, man, that guy knows stuff. That guy knows some stuff. He's a good researcher about this stuff. He researches every nook and cranny of it legally. But yeah, I mean, I'm a huge believer that a lot of it is like what you'd use in a submarine to ping a signal out and then ping it back over the horizon radar. He talked about it hitting off of the ionosphere, which I've talked about on a lot of my videos. And so I was like very happy to hear another target individual kind of like, bring that out on a big call, because nobody, like, I'll talk about it and it like on small calls, and I don't think people really, I don't know, it's my feeling that people kind of are like, nah, it's satellites and cell phone towers and stuff like that. But I think that and he also talked about God, I can't remember it. Oh, there was a state police that just drove by too. Yeah, I like sitting here because it's a big intersection, and I know they'll chance it because they'll be like, oh, people just think people are coming through this intersection. He talked about the I guess I can't talk about it if I don't know the name of it, but it's basically a positioning. It's like a targeting system that they have to use on us to use this electromagnetic frequency stuff. And it's very illegal because it's like a military defense system. They target missiles with electromagnetic energies. They can blow up missiles, and deactivate them and stuff like that. And so they use that kind of guidance system, on this. So that's another part that he was talking about, habeas corpus, connecting it to that, how it's like they're using actual, military strategy and military attacks with the, and please comment, please correct me because I can't think of the name of it, but it's like the military, it's like the missile, I can't think of it. Please help me out, guys, in the comments. But that kind of connects with habeas corpus. his take on how he found out that, like, when somebody's brain damaging you with microwaves, it does cut into your First Amendment rights. I'd never thought about that. I love seeing that. I love seeing target individuals like thinking out of the box, and they go into, you know, the laws of it and stuff like that. That's going to be our saving grace. You know, I don't know a lot about the law. I know about technology that I can kind of buy and play around with and experiment, but I'm not like an electrical engineer or something like that. So I try and put what I can in. I try and just inspire as much as I can, just like other target individuals who do their testimonies and talk about what they're going through. But some of these guys, they're leading the way in this legal stuff, and also how to get more awareness out. And I hope I'm doing that too, with the awareness part. But a lot of people, they know the law, they're digging into the law, and the bottom line on the law is, murder is illegal, torture is illegal. It doesn't matter how you do it, it's just catching them. They are criminals. It's just catching them, because our laws will protect us if we can prove to our laws and prove to the people that this is happening. So they're using loopholes, and they're using the laws to actually commit crimes, and that's all common sense to us. I guess that's all I want to say this morning. God bless you guys. I guess I'll end it with a prayer. I'm coming up on 30 minutes. It's Sunday morning. Probably just gonna, I don't know, I guess go hang out with my family. I want to see. I have a hard week of work because we're coming up with this big event, for the charity. And so I think the targeting is going to become a lot worse as we get closer to this event, because I have to talk to a lot of parents of patients who, because they're registering for the events, and they have little children with cancers that, they may not even be able to make it to the event, and they're not certain how that's going to work out, and that splits me in two, because I'm dealing with this. These are people like causing cancer. They're actually, shooting us with microwaves and stuff, which can cause cancer. And then I'm dealing with these mothers that have, they have children that, like these young kids who, may not make it through. And it's like, the more money that I can make for them, that I can help my mom and, and write grants and stuff like that, the more chance they'll have, the more research they'll have, at St. Jude. And I know it's not like, I'm not putting in all that there just like this. I'm putting my 2 cents in to push that along. And, these people really stop me from that, because I could do a million times better. That's what I'm working on in my life, is getting better defenses, feeling more energy, holding out, getting out awareness, laying groundwork. But it's a lot of stuff. It's like, and I can't imagine having like a child and a wife, and then having to deal with that and this and a job, and it becomes a lot, and that also divides us inside about what we need to focus on. And sometimes you just gotta do it all. You gotta work it all. But I guess these are just my ramblings. It's gonna go past 30 minutes, so I might as well make it a 45-minute one. I hope y'all are doing good on Sunday. I want to say a prayer. I want to say a prayer at 30 minutes so I don't cut off any of it. But also, like, and I want to show, what I've done in my house, like how I go to bed, and like what I put on, and these Q-Wave defenders, they do help me. I'd swear on a Bible to that. Like when I put 3 up here, because I had 2 up here, and then like two in one pocket and one in the other pocket. When I added one to the top, so I have three